Wings of Fire is an autobiography of Dr. APJ AbdulKalam, the former President of India. The book covers his early life, education, and career as a scientist and engineer, as well as his role as the President of India. Here are the contents of the 4 sections in the book. Section 1. Orientation. 1. Preface. 2. Acknowledgements. 3. Introduction. Section 2. Creation. 1. Birth. 2. Boyhood days. 3. Subhadra Khanan. 4. High places of learning. 5. Pilgrimage to Rameshwaram. 6. Towards infinity. Section 3. Propitiation. 1. Creation. 2. Recollection. 3. Creation and evolution. 4. Efflorescence. 5. Contemplation. Section 4. Contemplation. 1. Reverie. 2. Creation. 3. Variation. 4. Vigil. 5. Confluence. The book is a testament to Dr. Kalam's personal and professional journey, his struggles and achievements, and his vision for India's development. It also includes his thoughts on science, education, leadership, and spirituality. Section 1. Orientation in the book, Wings of Fire, provides an introduction to the autobiography of Dr. APJ AbdulKalam. Here is a brief description of each of the 3 parts of Section 1. Preface. The preface sets the tone for the book and introduces the reader to the life and achievements of Dr. Kalam. It highlights his humble beginnings, his rise to prominence as a scientist and engineer, and his eventual appointment as the President of India. The preface also gives a glimpse into the key themes and ideas that are explored in the book. Acknowledgements. In the acknowledgements section, Dr. Kalam expresses his gratitude towards the people who have played a significant role in his life and career. He acknowledges the support and guidance of his parents, teachers, colleagues, and mentors, and credits them for shaping his worldview and values. Introduction. The introduction provides an overview of the book and the main themes that will be explored in it. Dr. Kalam explains that the book is not just a personal memoir, but also a reflection on India's journey as a nation and the challenges it faces in the modern world. He also highlights the role of science and technology in shaping India's future and emphasizes the importance of education and leadership in achieving this goal. The introduction sets the stage for the rest of the book, which explores Dr. Kalam's life and work in greater detail. Section 2. Creation in the book, Wings of Fire, covers the early life and education of Dr. APJ AbdulKalam. Here is a brief description of each of the 6 parts of Section 2. Birth. In this section, Dr. Kalam talks about his family background and his birth in Rameshwaram, a small town in Tamil Nadu, India. He describes his childhood as a time of simple pleasures and close-knit family bonds, and recounts some of his earliest memories. Boyhood days. Dr. Kalam shares his experiences and lessons learned during his boyhood days. He talks about his upbringing, his relationship with his siblings, and the influence of his parents on his character and values. He also discusses his early interest in science and technology, and his fascination with flight and airplanes. Subhadra Khanan. In this section, Dr. Kalam pays tribute to his high school science teacher, Subhadra Khanan, who inspired him to pursue a career in science. He recounts how Mrs. Khanan's teaching methods and encouragement helped him develop his interest and aptitude for science, and how she instilled in him a lifelong love of learning. High places of learning. Dr. Kalam describes his journey from Rameshwaram to Trichy, where he attended college at the St. Joseph's College. He also shares his experiences studying engineering at the Madras Institute of Technology, and his early years as a scientist at the Defence Research and Development Organisation, DRDO. Pilgrimage to Rameshwaram. Dr. Kalam discusses his return to Rameshwaram to visit his family and the pilgrimage he took with his father to the Rameshwaram temple. He reflects on the significance of this journey for his personal and spiritual growth, and how it influenced his worldview and values. Towards infinity. In this section, Dr. Kalam talks about his vision for India's development and the role of science and technology in achieving this goal. He emphasizes the importance of innovation, entrepreneurship, and education in building a strong and prosperous nation. He also shares his thoughts on leadership, and the qualities he believes are essential for success in any field. Section 3. Propitiation in the book, Wings of Fire, covers Dr. APJ AbdulKalam's work as a scientist and his experiences in the field of aerospace technology. Here is a brief description of each of the 5 parts of Section 3. Creation. Dr. Kalam talks about his work as a scientist and his involvement in the development of India's missile program. He discusses the challenges and obstacles he faced during this period, and the innovative solutions he and his team developed to overcome them. Recollection. In this section, Dr. Kalam reflects on his life and career, and the lessons he has learned along the way. He talks about the importance of perseverance, hard work, and dedication in achieving success, and shares his personal philosophy on life and work. Creation and evolution. Dr. Kalam discusses the evolution of India's missile program and its transition from a primarily defensive system to a more advanced and versatile one. He talks about the role of science and technology in this process, and the challenges of balancing national security concerns with ethical considerations. Efflorescence. In this section, Dr. Kalam reflects on the achievements of India's missile program and the impact it has had on the country's defense capabilities. He also discusses the potential of India's space program and the opportunities it presents for scientific and technological advancement. Contemplation. Dr. Kalam concludes Section 3 by discussing his thoughts on the role of science and technology in society, and the challenges that lie ahead for India and the world. He emphasizes the importance of using science and technology for the betterment of humanity, and the need for ethical and responsible leadership in achieving this goal. Section 4. Contemplation. In the book, Wings of Fire, covers Dr. APJ AbdulKalam's views on education, leadership, and spirituality. Here is a brief description of each of the 5 parts of Section 4. Reverie. Dr. Kalam reflects on his childhood dreams and aspirations, and how they have shaped his life and career. He discusses the importance of having a vision for the future, and the role of imagination and creativity in achieving this vision. Creation. In this section, Dr. Kalam talks about his experiences as a teacher and his belief in the transformative power of education. He discusses the challenges of education in India, and the need for innovative and effective approaches to teaching and learning. Variation. Dr. Kalam discusses his views on leadership and the qualities he believes are essential for effective leadership. He emphasizes the importance of integrity, empathy, and a commitment to service in leadership, and the need for leaders to be able to adapt to changing circumstances and challenges. Vigil. In this section, Dr. Kalam talks about his spiritual beliefs and the role of spirituality in his life. He reflects on the interconnectedness of all things and the importance of living in harmony with nature and the universe. Confluence. Dr. Kalam concludes Section 4 by discussing the intersection of science, spirituality, and leadership. He emphasizes the need for a holistic approach to life and work, and the potential of science and technology to contribute to a better world. He also shares his hopes and aspirations for India and the world, and his belief in the power of collective action to bring about positive change. Summary. Wings of Fire is an autobiography of Dr. APJ AbdulKalam, the former President of India and a prominent scientist. The book is divided into 5 sections that cover Dr. Kalam's life from his childhood to his career as a scientist and later as the President of India. Section 1, Orientation, provides an introduction to the book and covers Dr. Kalam's early years, his family, and his education. Section 2, Creation, covers Dr. Kalam's childhood, his education, and his early career as a scientist. He describes his experiences working on India's missile program and the challenges he faced during this time. Section 3, Propitiation, covers Dr. Kalam's work as a scientist and his experiences in the field of aerospace technology. He discusses the evolution of India's missile program and its impact on the country's defense capabilities. Section 4, Contemplation, covers Dr. Kalam's views on education, leadership, and spirituality. He discusses the transformative power of education, the qualities of effective leadership, and the role of spirituality in his life. Section 5, Epilogue, provides a summary of the book and reflects on Dr. Kalam's legacy and his hopes for India and the world. Overall, Wings of Fire is a powerful and inspiring account of the life of a man who overcame significant obstacles to achieve great success, and who remained committed to serving his country and his fellow citizens throughout his life.